This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so in yesterday's session and day before yesterday, two sessions, we discussed about that resume preparation, right? And how we can prepare our resume. So all these things we discussed. And what is our, as a DevOps engineer, roles and responsibilities. So once we log into office hours, once we'll go to the office, what you are going to do. So all these things we discussed. And we discussed about some of the challenges, and some of the challenges we are going to discuss when we are going to discuss about that Docker and Kubernetes. So already, and also I have shared that sample resumes. So who were filled yesterday, I think till afternoon. Okay. So for everyone, I have shared that one. Two guys didn't give that proper email ID, so that's why it's failed. So you guys can check it. So whoever not fill that form, so that now you can go ahead and fill it, so that you guys can get that sample resume. And so Om Prakash is saying still we didn't get that sample resume. So if you fill that form, definitely you can go and check your inbox. You will see that sample resume. If not, let me know. I will share it again. Okay. Suresh Kumar is saying still I didn't. Guys, whoever filled that till yesterday 1 p.m. Okay, before I send that one. Okay, so today or tomorrow I am going to send others also. Okay, Vijay Kumar is saying received. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Whoever filled the form till yesterday 1 p.m. I have sent already. Okay, so whoever not, just go ahead and fill the form. Already you have filled the form, still you didn't get, just check it in your inbox. Just search with that this mail ID, DevOps training blr @gmail.com. Maybe you might miss it. Okay. Just search with this very this with email ID. Yes, maybe check in spam also. Okay. So today we are going to discuss about that what is the use of monitoring tools, what type of monitoring tools are there. Okay, and we are going to discuss about that new relic. Okay, so we have, first of all, what is the use of this monitoring tools, guys? To monitor your applications, to monitor your infrastructure. Infrastructure means servers, right? Suppose you have hundreds of Linux servers are there. You want to monitor those servers up and running. You can use that monitoring tools. Suppose you have deployed the application, right? So you want to monitor that application whether it is running or not. Mhm. Right? And also you can see that how much your server resources are utilizing, like CPU, RAM, all these things you can monitor using these monitoring tools. So we have various monitoring tools are there. One is application monitoring tools, application monitoring tools. Okay. Another one is log monitoring. So can you give me some examples for application monitoring tools? Okay. Suresh is saying that Splunk is Splunk application monitoring tool? No, will come under log monitoring tool. People are saying Nagios. Yes, Nagios it will come under application monitoring tools. Then, so Grafana is a data visualization tool. So Grafana plus Prometheus. So Prometheus is the application monitoring tool, and also we can use infrastructure monitoring also. So Grafana and Prometheus, again we are going to discuss in the Kubernetes. So how we can monitor our parts. So all those things we are going to monitor, right? So New Relic, before that app dynamics, then New Relic, New Relic. So like this, many monitoring tools also, Datadog, Jepix. So like this, many monitoring tools are there in the market, right? So these are the application monitoring tools which we can use to monitor our applications. Okay, and log monitoring tools. What is the use of log monitoring tools? Okay, application monitoring tools we can use for monitoring our application. Then what is the use of log monitoring tools? To monitor application logs. See, you have can you able to hear me? Okay, so each application it is going to create a one log file. Suppose for Facebook, if you take a facebook.log, this is a log file. This is a log file. So I want to monitor this log file. Suppose if any issues occurred in Facebook, application, so those errors are going to track in this facebook.log. So I want to continuously monitor this log file. Okay, to monitor these log files, we are going to use that log monitoring tools. Splunk, ELK stack. ELK means what is the abbreviation for ELK? Elastic search. E means elastic search. Log L means log stash. K means Kibana. So these three are separate components. These three are the separate components which we can. That's why we are going to call it elastic ELK stack. Stack means set of tools. Stack means set of tools. So Elasticsearch, Logstash, Kibana. So these are the three tools combined together. We are going to use to monitor that logs. Monitor the logs. Right. So Splunk, ELK stash, log entries. So these are the tools which we can use to monitor the application logs. Right. So these tools continuously monitor the application logs. In application log, if you find any keyword error or so if you see that error keyword in your application log means some issues occurred in our application, right? So immediately it is going to send that notification. Some issues are there in that application. So immediately as a developer, he is going to look into that log file and he will find that what is the issue, and they are going to fix it, right? So using this law application monitoring tools, we are going to continuously monitor our application availability and performance also. Suppose you requested one URL, you open that browser, and suppose you have typed that facebook.com. Suppose if it is taking that to get the response 1 minute, you are not going to wait, right? You are not able to tolerate, right? If you get the response in 1 minute, you are expecting response in 2 to 3 seconds. Yes, sir. So in that case also, it is going to report that one. So application performance is not good. Like that, it is going to in send the report. Right. So guys, first I am giving that introduction of what is the use of monitoring tools, what type of monitoring tools are there, and each category you should know that some examples at least. Okay, some guys don't know. Even if you ask that, hey, can you give me some application monitoring tools examples, means they are going to give these things. So if I ask log monitoring tools, I don't know log monitoring tools. In the interview, when I'm taking interview, if I ask these questions, people are not able to answer. So actually, first you guys at least know that what type of monitoring tools are there, and each category, what are the monitoring tools are there. You should know it first. Clear? Sir, what about machine monitoring tools? So you mean machine means server? Om Prakash? Yes, he's saying that yes, server. So already I mentioned. So here if you see that New Relic, App Dynamics, Prometheus, Nagios, so all these tools. So I worked on all these. All these tools are going to support application monitoring tools as well as infrastructure monitoring. Infrastructure means our servers, right? Whether servers are up and running, it is going to monitor. And also, these tools are going to monitor. These tools are going to monitor how servers resources are utilizing, right? How servers resources are utilizing. Clear? Okay. So now we'll explore about this new relic in this class, and this Grafana and Prometheus we are going to discuss in the as part of Kubernetes. Okay, when we are going to start the Kubernetes, that time we are going to cover all these things. Clear? So now, if you want to log in into that new relic, you don't want to install any new relic software. Why? Because new relic team as providing as a software as a service. Software as a service means you don't want to install any software. You don't want to create any Linux server. Instead of that one, what we can do? Directly we can use that one. If you see, we already used that Sonar Cloud. If you use the Sonar Cloud, do we need to install that Sonar Cube server? No, already they are giving that ready-made servers. They are giving that ready-made servers are there. Directly you can use it. You don't want to worry about that infrastructure. You don't want to worry about that installation. All these things. Directly we are going to give the service. You can use it that service. Yes or no? So that is called a software as a service. So we are going to discuss about that as right SaaS, all these things. Platform as a service. PaaS means P means platform, A means platform as a service, software as a service, right? We all these things we are going to discuss in the AWS. So your AWS classes are going to start on so next week, guys. So it will be like so maybe in not maybe it is going to start on 25th. So today once we'll finish this all these things new relic till whatever we completed, and we are going to give that 1 week time. Okay, you guys should complete whatever that pending work is there. Then 25th onwards, we are going to start that AWS classes. Okay, so in that AWS, we are going to discuss about first introduction. What is the cloud computing? Okay, what are the cloud servers? All these things. So this week you should utilize it because videos are going to expire in 90 days, right? You guys has to go through those whatever the pending work is there. You should complete it. So once we start that AWS, next 2 months, even Saturdays also classes will be there, right? Because we are covering in detail way. So if you want to cover detailed way, and we are adding many services like Route 53, add all these services in AWS also. We are keep on adding, right? So it will take AWS around 14 classes, Docker 17, 18 classes, Kubernetes 24, 25 classes. These are the three major and important tools are pending. So these tools are going to cover by the Balaji sir. Okay. So Mahesh is asking, sir, videos from the day of the published 90 days. Yes. Suppose today recorded video, it is going to expire after 90 days. So that's why we are giving 1 week time. You guys should complete that practice. So who are not up to date and who are completed, you guys can do the revision and help to that already who are facing the issues, so that you will become expert, right? Clear. So now I want to log in into that new relic. So for that one, this is the URL. However, we use that sonar keep sonarcloud.io. For this one, https newrelic.com. So anybody can able to access this one. So if you have internet, you can. So Om Prakash is asking, sir, Jenkins and Ansible integration. So Om Prakash, we are going to cover Jenkins, Kubernetes, K8s, and Ansible. End-to-end flow we are going to cover. So you may have question, sir, what is the use of integrating Jenkins, Ansible? See, and also uh, Terraform. Okay, so we are not going to cover in detail Terraform. Just we are going to discuss like what is a Terraform. So if you have some already idea, just go through these recorded videos also. If you see here, click on this playlist. These Terraform videos also very useful. Just we created some 3 videos and uploaded here. But these 3 Terraform videos are very useful to understand what is the infrastructure, right? So my suggestion is just complete these 3 videos in this week. Okay, you can utilize to go through these 3 videos. You will understand. Okay, you will understand that what is Terraform, why we need to use. See, we are going to create the servers, okay, on demand. And after creating the servers, we need to install the softwares, right? For installing the softwares, we are using that Ansible. Okay, yesterday, I think Nikta, someone asked it. So in the real time, For what purpose we are going to use? So configuration management. Configuration management means installing a software. So if the interviewer asks, can you give me one example where you have used in your project this Ansible? Just tell them. So using this Terraform, we have created the servers dynamically, and to install the Kubernetes software, Jenkins software, okay, you can explain. And also we are going to cover, and already we have created one recorded video. Already we discussed, na? I think go here, and if you see the video, this video, last one, Jenkins Kubernetes integration. So this video help you a lot. So in the real time, how we are going to discuss, na? How we are going to implement that real time scenarios. Already we covered. See, 2 years back only, we have created this video and uploaded. It is very, very useful. You guys can finish this one also. Okay. It's a one DevOps flow, how we are going to implement in the real time. Just if you go through this one, easily can able to implement in the real time also. Suresh is asking when you will be teach the new Terraform batch. I will come up with that schedule. I'm little busy with my personal work also, so that's why I thought I will plan in May. I will tell you. Okay. Anyway, you guys are in the uh, groups, right? Telegram. We'll share in that Telegram group for that. Okay. Okay. So now, what you will do? Use this URL. Go to the browser. Okay. Access it. See, if you don't have account, click on this sign up. Okay. So if you have already created account, click on this sign in. So once you click on sign in, see already my username is registered and it has saved. See, this is the email ID which I have used to create account in the new relic. Click on next. It is going to ask the password. So already my password is saved. Click on login. See here, this new relic is released first version in 2008. 2008, around 14 years back. So initially, very less features was there. From last 5.5 years, I'm using this new relic. Very less features was there. Now they keep on adding. Okay, so these dashboards, browse data, many they have added. So, but most of the time, I'm working on this new relics, and also I worked on this APM also. APM means application performance monitoring. Okay, so I'm going to click on. So now my requirement is, see, I have deployed one application. So in the Tomcat server. So this is the application. Okay. This application I want to monitor. So this application I want to monitor. So Dharmendran is asking, is this tool will work for standalone applications also? Yes, it is going to work. Okay. So along with this application, if you see, I have developed some REST APIs. Just right click on this one. Click on this one. See, this is one REST API. However, did you remember we discussed about that GitHub API? What is the use of this GitHub API? To work with the GitHub server through programmatically, we use it that GitHub API, right? So here, assume this is one REST API. Using this REST API, I can get that all the employees information. So this is one REST API service. So REST API. So once if you call this one, it is going to give that employee details. See, this is the REST API name, get employee details. Assume. So it has given one response. So if you want, it is giving in the JSON format. So most of the REST API's response is in the JSON format. JSON format. Right. So if you want to check whether this response is in correct format or not, we have one link called as JSON format. Okay, so just click on this one, or JSON lint, JSON lint, this one, jsonlint.com. So this is another URL, online URL, where we can validate our JSON. Click on validate JSON. See, if it is looks good, it is going to give that valid JSON. And also, did you observe? I have pasted in one line that entire response. Now click on validate JSON. See, automatically it is giving in the formatted way. So in the JSON format, it will be key value pair. This is one key. This is one value. Key value. Key value pair. So this JSON can be understandable by any of the language. So Nikita is asking, in companies, do we have access to this JSON link? Yes, you can able to access this website. Okay. So this JSON format can be understandable by any of the languages. That's why this REST APIs become popular. Assume I want to use this API. Assume you have one website. In your website, you want to display that temperature details. So it is very difficult to calculate yourself, right? How much temperature today, right? How much humidity in the Fahrenheit, Celsius. We need to display in different formats. It's very difficult, right, for us to measure the temperature. So already some companies are providing some REST APIs, and they're just if you access that REST API, you are going to get that all the temperature details, all the temperature details. So those details you can display in your website. Assume you are you have developed your application using the .NET. So this REST API, what do you mean by REST API? REST API means it's a one URL, one endpoint. It is going to give some response as a data. Okay. So that REST API is developed using the Python. See, REST API. Assume this REST API is developed by Python. This REST API, it may be developed by Python or Node.js, .NET, any language, guys. So assume this temperature surveys, temperature REST API is developed by using this Python, but our application is developed using the .NET. Can we able to understand our application which is developed by Python? Yes, because we can able to call this temperature service. Assume it is a here get temperature details. This is one REST API. for temperature. So once if you call this one, we are going to get that JSON as a output. This JSON can be understandable by any of the languages already I mentioned, right? And it will read the data and it is going to display in that website. It will display in this website. Clear? So like that, you can use this REST APIs. Assume this REST API is using many people. So I sold this REST API. Assume this REST API I have developed. I means in Mithun Software Solutions. In my company, we have developed. Right. So now I want to monitor this REST API. Why? Because many people are using, and I have given that service line agreement. Like I'm going to provide that 90% high availability. SLA means service line agreement. 90% I have provided availability means 90% of time our REST API is going to be available. Why I'm not giving 10%? Maybe due to some issues in my infrastructure, it may going to be down. So that's why I'm not giving that 10% in my service line agreement. You know, this AWS guys are providing how much availability? They're saying that how much percentage? 99.9. Even they are also not saying that 100%. No one is going to give that 100% availability. They're saying 99.9% they are going to give the availability of their services. Right? Suppose if they are not giving, okay, as per the service line agreement, we have to pay the money for the clients because these guys paid the money. Suppose assume in Mithun Software Solutions MSS, we have developed this REST API. Okay, so another company, okay, assume Infosys people are using our service. We have one service agreement for Infosys between MSS and the Infosys. So when we are giving agreement, we said that we are going to give that 90% of availability of this service API. Suppose if I am not going to give 90% availability, I have to pay the money for them because they are using this way API and they are getting data and they are displaying. If our service is not working, they are not able to display it, right? The data. So maybe they are going to lose some business. That one we have to pay for them. So that's why we need to carefully monitor this service and we need to immediately fix the issue if any issues are there. So as a human being, it is very difficult to monitor the applications, monitor the REST APIs, yes or no? So that's why we are going to use the monitoring tools. So using the New Relic, okay, if you go and see, we have one option called as synthetics. Using this synthetics, click on this one. Okay, we can monitor it. If you see here, create your first monitor. Click on this one. So if you need any docs, see here, need help, see our docs. How we can use this New Relic. Click on this one. Create your first new monitor. First monitor. See here, we have 4 types of monitors are there. Ping monitor, simple browser, scripted browser, API test. We'll see. So first we'll go with ping monitor. So here, name your monitor. So you can give any name. So I'm going to give that employee service because I am monitoring the employee API, right? So that's why I'm giving the employee service. and give the URL. So here, so already we have one REST API. So which API you want to monitor, give that monitor, and add a validation string to look for in the response. So once if you hit this URL, once if you hit the URL, you are going to get some response, right? In that response, you want to check in that response, you want to check whether this particular keyword is there or not. Okay. So for that one, here I'm going to give one validation string, and also if you see it is a optional. You don't want to give that one. Okay? You don't want to give that one. So here I'm going to give that. Suppose if you see, so guys, give me 2 minutes. Yes, sorry guys, I got the call. Okay. So my clients are in various locations. Okay, if you see, some of my clients are in San Francisco, some of my clients are in Tokyo, Japan, right? In South Africa also, Australia, in India also, okay? In Paris also. So you can select where you want to monitor your API. So you may have question. So as a DevOps engineer, we are not going to develop these REST APIs, right? So when you are going to create these monitors, these data from where we are going to get it? From the development lead. So he is going to send that all the details, which URL you want to monitor, and in which locations you want to monitor. They knows already. Okay, who are the clients, from which geolocations they are using. They are going to give that all the details. Okay, just configure it. You will get that all the details from the development team. Just we are going to configure. If you see here, set the schedule. So if you see, by default interval is 10 minutes, means every 10 minutes it is going to ping. Instead of that one, I'm going to select that 1 minute, because it's a critical service. Because it is critical service. Every 1 minute I want to check it. Every 1 minute I need to check it. So select this 1 minute and click on create monitor. Okay. So now onwards, it is going to start monitoring. Every 1 minute it will ping and it is going to monitor, and it will check the response also, how much time it is taking to get the response, right? So if you wait some time, it is going to start monitoring, and we are going to get the response, and that the response is going to display here. That response is going to display here. We'll see. I can refresh. So still it is loading. If you observe here, it has started monitoring. If you see, whatever the locations we selected, so all location. If you observe here, these are the response times. If you see, for in India, for India people, it is taking that just only 4 milliseconds. If you take that South Africa, 608 milliseconds. So if you take that San Francisco, 468 milliseconds. If you take that Sydney, 309. If you see, same application, it is taking that different response times. Just observe that. For Mumbai people, means for India people, it is taking just 4 minutes only, 4 milliseconds only. Yes or no? But if you see here, for US, Australia people, why this much time it is taking? Because we have deployed our application in India region. If you go and see, this is my Linux server. This Linux server I have created in Mumbai region. I have created in Mumbai region. So that's why for Asia Pacific Mumbai people who are there in this location, for them the response we are going to get very quickly. So now US people are complaining, a man, your service is your service performance is very slow. I don't want it. In this case, how we are going to improve the performance for US people also? Can you give me solution? Anybody? So Dharmendra is saying edge location. Okay. Then is there any other alternative? So first we are going to identify in which geo regions our application, our clients are there. Yes, Om Prakash has given that another alternative solution. Deploy application in US region. Yes, correct. So first we are going to identify in which geolocations most of our clients are there. We are going to deploy it. Suppose many of customers are in US and also in UK. That time what we are going to do? We are going to create the servers in their regions. Suppose US, California, many of the customers are there. We are going to create the server here and we are going to deploy the application. Right? And we are going to configure in the ELB, elastic load balancing. So automatically, suppose if request is coming from, 1 second, let me see. In 2015, I was working for one application. So that application we have deployed in US region and we have deployed in UK region. Why? Because many of my clients are in US and UK. So that application mainly using by US people and UK people. So what we did, we have created two servers. One is in US region, another one is UK region, and we have deployed that same application in two regions. Okay, and we have configured in load balancing. So if any request will come from US user, and also it is going to identify automatically this request is coming from, origining from which country. Automatically it is going to identify. So if it is coming from US, automatically this request is going to route to that US region application. If this application is this request is coming from, suppose if you take UK, it is going to be route to that UK region, right? So automatically, so this is the thing, this is the setup we did in 5 years back only, because my application mainly using by US and UK people. So like this, you can provide that same performance for all the geo locations, for all the clients, right? If you see in this, it is loading. If you see in this dashboard, if you see in this dashboard, it is going to display that how much time it is taking, how much time it is taking in each location, right? And the five slowest results. See, in this South Africa, it is taking that 608, 608, 607, 606, 605. Like this, it is taking that response time. So it is going to give that in which region, how much time it is taking, the slowest results. Means how much, what is the apical which takes more time, it is going to display. And also if you see here, availability, currently 100% availability, because there is no downtime. And also if you see here, failure section, so this failure section, it is going to display that if any failures are occurred in our service. So far no failures, so far no failures. Just scroll down. Okay, if you want to see that, so currently we selected that since 30 minutes ago, means from last 30 minutes whatever it has happened, that data only it is going to display here. Suppose you want from last 1 week how your service is performing, if you want to know, you can go here and you can select it. See here, last 7 days. So if you want from last 1 month, select this set custom. Okay, you can specify that dates, you can select that dates. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop the application. How we can stop the application? You can go here, click on stop. So my application is stopped. So now it is not accessible, right? See, we are not able to access it. Definitely we are going to get some issues also. So Dimple is asking, sir, requirement from job. How do we go about migrating our repository from GitLab to Bitbucket hosted on AWS? Should you use the REST API to integrate? Would it be possible with shell script or Python? So just you can go and try with this one. If you see here, we have an option called as import repository. So once if you click on this import repository, so here if you see that, you can give that your old repository URL to clone. Here you can specify it, that GitHub repository URL. Okay, so you want to clone from, you want to migrate from GitLab to Bitbucket. Okay, so you can take that GitLab API, GitLab URL, and you can. So same import repository option, it is there in the Bitbucket also. Just you can try it. So Dimple, still if you are have questions in offline, we'll discuss about that. Okay. ping me in my WhatsApp so that we can help you. So now we have stopped the application. Definitely we are going to get that errors, and we can see what type of errors. See here, monitor failure, and also if you see here, HTTP server replied with a HTTP 404 response code. Okay, so this service is down, and we are getting that 404. Yes, agree, because we have stopped, right? So if you go and see in this new relic dashboard, if you see that alerts and AI, so this one is not going to support for free account. Currently we are using the free one, right? It is not going to support. If you configure this one, it is going to send the notification to your Slack channel also, to your email also, whatever the email you have configured, right? So right now we are using the free one, we are not able to get that one. So now if you see, if you click on synthetics, this is one service, one new monitor we have created, and right now if you see that success rate, it down to the 75.34%. In 6 locations we are configured. Now what I am going to do, I am going to start this application. You can start. So now applications are going to start working. See, even this REST API also working, right? So now if you click on this monitor, click on this monitor. See, it's already started monitoring, right? So like this, you can create a monitor, and we can monitor the REST APIs. So in one of the project where I was working, so 25 REST APIs I got from the development lead, and I have created this synthetic new monitors. Okay. So now what I am going to do, I am going to update it. Okay. So if you want to update, click on general. So here, instead of Mithun, I am going to give that just Bhaskar. So do you have Bhaskar keyword in the response? No. We'll see what type of error we are going to get it. We can save changes. So we are going to get that different error. So once it is started monitoring, if you go and see, we'll see the different error message. Just scroll down. Still errors are not reported. We'll wait. It's already reported. Wait, if you see, observe here, response validation error. Response validation error. Response did not contain the expected string. Response did not contain the expected string basket. Right, because in the response we don't have the string basket, right? So that's why we are getting. So again, what I'm going to do, click on general, and here I'm going to, even if you remove also, not a problem. It is optional. It is a optional. Now we are not going to get it again. So Om Prakash is asking, sir, one doubt, employee service is one of the feature in MSS solution application? Yes. So that REST API I have developed as part of this application. So once if you deploy that WAR file, even this you will see this REST API I have developed. Okay, but in the real time, separately we are going to develop that microservices. Okay, so we'll discuss what is the microservices, what is the monolithic application. So this is the monolithic application. Monolithic application means modules, services, everything we are going to club together and we are going to deploy it. One package. Okay. So now if you go and see, you are not going to get any issues. See, now it is started working. Dots are there. Na? So like this guys, using this synthetics, we are going to create that ping monitors. In the synthetics again, sorry, click on the synthetics. Select the synthetics. So we have created that ping monitor, right? So like that, click on this create monitor. So if you see here, this is a ping monitor. Using this ping monitor, we can monitor our REST APIs. So we have one website. Na? This is one website. So if you want to monitor this website, what we can do? Simple browser. Using the simple browser, okay, we can monitor the website. Okay, so take this one, take this website, and you can configure it here. Right. See, full page load for a given URL provides deep data insight like resource breakdowns and timelines. So you can give that MSS application, something you can give, or you can give that Facebook application. Any name you can give, and here you can give that application URL instead of API URL. So validation string you can. So I'm going to select that Columbus this time, and I'm going to select one and click on create monitor. So like this, you can use this synthetics. In the synthetics, again we have ping monitors. Using these ping monitors, we can create the monitors for REST APIs. Then ping monitors, simple browser for this one applications, right? And another one is, so we'll wait 1 minute. See, it started monitoring. It is taking that. Just check that response time. 657 milliseconds it is taking. So like this, you can create n number of REST APIs, newrelic monitors based on our requirement. Again, go back to that synthetics. See here, now two monitors we have created. One is a synthetic ping monitor, another one is synthetic simple browser. Now click on create monitor. If you see here, scripted browser. Now you guys clear about ping monitor, simple browser, scripted browser. What is the use of scripted browser and when we are going to use it? See, after opening my website, so you will see that home page, about us, right, or something other APIs, other pages. So I want to navigate. I want to navigate that website. After opening this website, I want to navigate it. So for that one, we are going to use this scripted browser. Scripted browser means here we are going to write some script. Okay, so it is very simple one. If you go here, just search with newrelic scripted browser examples. Click on this one. So this newrelic guy has given many examples. So very rarely we are going to get it. Documentation. Just click on this one. docs.newrelic.com. Scripted browser example. So just if you want to monitor URL, see browser dot get which website you want to monitor. This one. Navigate into a link. Okay, see here. After opening this URL, then click on about. So in your website, assume just open this one. Open this one. So they have given one example, right? If you see here about, here it is, then this is one website. Here we have one tab called as about, right? So if you want to click on that about, automatically they are using some find by element, that path. So if you see, right click on this one, inspect, okay, about that find, okay, we are going to see this one ID about link. So you can find with by ID, okay, click on the link text. So they are using that driver dot by dot here link text or by ID also. If you are going to use that ID about link, so they are using the text. So whatever the name we have given here, na, this one, with that they are identifying, they are clicking on that one. So if you want to click on this, again if you want to come back home page, see home. So like that they have given some examples. If you want, you can explore this one, but most of the time we are going to get that ping monitors only. So far, whatever that from last 5 years I am working on this newrelic, right? Most of the time I am getting this ping monitors. Only one time I got scripted browser. I have explored, I have implemented. Clear? So this scripted browser we are going to use when, if you want to navigate your website, if you want to navigate your application, we are going to use this scripted browser. Clear, guys? Ping monitors, simple browser, scripted browser. Anybody have any questions about these three monitors? Okay. Then API test. When we are going to use this monitor type API test. So API test monitors uses an HTTP client to monitor and remote API endpoints to check that health check. See, right now, whatever the REST API which we are using, this is that unprotected. Unprotected means unprotected means unprotected REST API. Unprotected REST API means if you want to access those APIs, you don't want to provide any credentials. You don't want to provide any credentials. So we have some protected API URLs. I have some protected API URLs. So if you want to monitor the protected API URLs, protected means if you want to call those APIs, you have to provide that credentials. How to provide the credentials, right? So that time we are going to use this API test. When we are using API test, we are going to provide the credentials also. We are going to provide the credentials. So ping monitor, very simple REST APIs without credentials. API test, we are going to use that REST APIs with credentials. So that's all about this synthetic ping monitors. So if you see here, already we discussed newrelic is going to support that infrastructure monitoring also. Means it is going to monitor servers. For that one, click on this infrastructure tab. See, it is going to monitor our Kubernetes parts, right? Host means that servers. So GCP, Azure, AWS, right? Many infrastructures services which is going to provide to monitor, right? See here, add your first host. So if you want to monitor your Linux server, you can come to infrastructure and click on add your first host, give the details. So if you want to explore more details, click on this see our docs. Okay, so just I have given that overview, guys. We didn't give that in detail way this new relic because some companies only they are using, but most of the companies are using this Grafana and Prometheus. Anyway, we are going to discuss in the Kubernetes. Okay, so today I have given just overview of what is the monitoring tools, what type of monitoring tools are there, right? Which monitoring tools we can use it. So Nikita is asking, why don't we use CloudWatch? Yes, if you want, you can use this CloudWatch. So CloudWatch is the AWS service. So this CloudWatch, this is one of the service name in the AWS. So this AWS service, which we can use to monitor our infrastructure and our services also. But it is not a free, right? But if you use the Grafana and Prometheus, you don't want to pay the money. It's free, right? That's why many people are using this Grafana and Prometheus. Suresh Kumar is asking, sir, Grafana and Prometheus are used only in Docker and Kubernetes? No. When we are discussing about that Docker and Kubernetes, that time we are going to discuss about this Grafana and Prometheus because so nowadays in the companies mainly they are using to monitor Kubernetes parts, right? So right now you guys don't know what is a Kubernetes, what are the parts, all these things, right? So that's why I'm not teaching these things. Once Bala sir started this Kubernetes, once we'll create the pods, then we are going to see how we can monitor those pods. All these things we are going to cover here. Okay. Pawan is asking, can we access your REST API? Yes, it is possible. It is a public one. I have deployed this one in the public cloud. You guys can able to access it. Click on that one. Even you have deployed the application, right? You can able to access it. You have deployed the application in your Tomcat server, no? You can able to access it. Okay, so that's all, guys, from my side. So my portion is completed, and your next session is on when 25th April. Okay, so timing is same. Okay, timings are same 6 a.m. to 7:30. before coming to that next session, you guys should complete whatever that pending tasks are there, and you can use it this time to complete that pending work. Okay. So if you have any questions in future, okay, you can contact me. I hope everyone, you guys have my number, right? WhatsApp number. So ping me in WhatsApp. So that is the best contacting method. Okay. So Mahesh is asking, sir, you are not resuming further classes? No, this is my last class with you guys. So Dharmendra is saying you really impressed with your teaching. Thank you, Dharmendra. Okay, so guys, see here, everyone is coming through reference only. Okay, so many people are saying that, sir, I came from through this reference. My friend got the job, my sister got the job, my brother got the job. So that's why we are coming and we are joining here. Yes, see, and one more thing, guys, we'll challenge in this one. No one is going to give this much of quality training and also detailed way. Who will give this 5 months training, man? Hmm? Who will give this 5 months training? In the market, just go and check it. Everyone is saying 2 months, 1.5 months. The total DevOps training. For us, it is taking 4.5 months. Sometimes it may take 5 months also. Right? With patience, even some people are not joining, even though we are teaching. See, whoever joining from day one, we are observing, right? So guys, from day one, who are continuing our classes till end of the day, definitely they are getting the jobs. Okay, at the end of the course. Right. So Abhishek is asking, can you tell me more about how that working area will be there? See, if you go through our sessions, easily you can able to enjoy after getting job also. But you should practice and you can complete that assignments and all. Okay. So Ravi Kumar is asking DevSecOps. So DevSecOps is not the new one, Ravi Kumar. See, DevOps plus some security. Already I covered this one, right? Security tools is equal to DevSecOps. So right now we are discussing about that DevOps methodology. So using this DevOps methodology, we are automating that deployment technique, right? We are automating the deployment process. Along with that one, we need to do that security testing before deploying code to the production environment. We need to do that security testing like app scan. Using this app scan tool, app scan is a one tool which is providing by SCL. It is going to check that vulnerability issues means, so how hackers can identify our code, how they are going to inject that some code snippet, how they can hack our data. So all these things can be identify this app scan. So most of the time I used this app scan. Even current project also I'm using this app scan. Earlier this tool was developed by IBM, but IBM is sold to that HCL, some of the services, some of the tools. Thank you, Kaveri madam. She is saying that the way of your teaching skills were awesome, sir. Thank you for your this valuable information. Thank you. So, guys, not only now, after 2 years or 3 years, if you have any career guidance, reach out to me. Okay, I am going to help you. So, everyone have my WhatsApp number, right? If not, I am going to type. Okay, you can save this number, and at any time you can message me and I'm going to reply. Sometimes I may not able to I'm not able to answer your call because I may be busy with meetings. I'm in meetings. But if you are going to send a message in WhatsApp, definitely, even if I'm meeting also, I'm going to reply. Okay. Thank you all. All the best for your future. Okay. Definitely, after the 2 months, I'm going to see in this batch also many guys will get the jobs. All the best for that one. Thank you. Okay. Bye, guys.